Hello and welcome to Advice from Nana and Grandpa Jim. Nana's not here. She had to work late. So you just get advice from Grandpa Jim. Now I'm called Grandpa Jim because one of our grandchildren asked what they should call me. And I told him, well, you can call me anything you want. So he picked out a name to call me. His mother, my daughter, slapped him across the face and said, don't ever say that word again. And that's how I became Grandpa Jim. Now, a warning to parents and to my own children who have children of their own, which makes me Grandpa Jim. We're going to have very frank conversations on here. So if you don't just turn your kid loose on my videos and for Nana and Grandpa Jim advice without screening them yourself first, because we are going to be frank and honest. If we start getting questions, we're going to try to answer them as honestly as we can, but also try to have a good time while we're here. I've got some video. If I can find it, I might mix it in there of my own grandkids, but probably not, because I'm just too lazy. And I just added this to my regular YouTube channel. A lot of excuse me, a lot of folks on YouTube will create a different channel for a whole different type of video that they're doing, and I considered doing that, but then again, I'm lazy, and I didn't want to have to come up with a new username and a new password that I couldn't remember, and I didn't want to write it down. You should not write down passwords, boys and girls. Okay. First advice from Grandpa Jim. Don't write down passwords. You need to memorize them. I can't remember them, so I wrote them down. But to be safe, I hid them in a place so that in case somebody broke into my house, they wouldn't be able to find them. The problem is I can't remember where I hid the list, so now there are a lot of accounts that I can't get to anymore. And I was really disappointed because I can't get into my Ashley Madison account to make contact with that wonderful woman from the Ukraine who wanted to come to America and be a married man's mistress. But don't tell Nana about that one, okay? But we're going to have some advice. We're going to have some fun. And one of these days when Nana's here, we'll sit here and we'll hit Nana on here. But a few words of advice I will just throw out there, since this is the first one and I have no questions. I'll just throw some of the advice that I got from my parents and other parents and grandfathers and grandmothers that I've met through my life. I've never met my own grandmother. They both died before I was old enough to know who they were. I met one of my grandfathers once when he got out of jail. No, that's not true. He didn't get out of jail. He was still in jail. No, that's not true either. Okay, I did get to meet him when I was, but still I was quite young when he passed away. So don't really have a whole lot of experience with grandparents of my own, but I do have experience with other people's grandparents. A few things I learned is, one, the only person that can stop you from succeeding in life is you, nobody else. Number two, if you want to succeed in life, you need an education. Okay, we're not cavemen anymore. You know, being able to hunt down woolly mammoths and grow crops is good, are good skills and good life skills and can keep you alive, but it's not going to get you a big screen TV or a house or car or air conditioning or all the other perks in life that come along with it. Not that I'm very material, it's just that I'm very material, and those things are important. But you need a good education. We talk about the poor and the homeless, and one of the biggest things they have in common is education, or lack of a good education. Might have been their fault, parents' fault, system's fault, nobody's fault. Whose fault? I don't know. But personally, if you want to get ahead, you're responsible to be sure you get educated for whatever you want to do. Go find someone who's successful doing it and copy them. Find out what they did to be successful. Sort of like I want to have 1 million followers on YouTube. I'm never going to get there, but I have been watching the YouTube channels that do have thousands, hundreds of thousands, million followers, and what they're doing there. They're all much younger than me, but still, that doesn't mean I can't learn from them by observing them and seeing what they do and see how they have become successful. So I thought I would do that. And I should not look in. I'm looking at the monitor, and it looks like I got some weird face right here. Or is that me? Or is that a shadow? I'm not sure. Camera's pretty far away. I got it set on a wide angle, and it's sitting farther away than what I usually shoot with, and that really has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. But if you'd like some advice, or you have questions, whether you're 2, 22, 102, and you'd like to know what Nana and I think about it, put a comment below. In there, or you can try to find me on Twitter. I'm not going to put it in the description box because I use that Twitter account for other things, but if you look at the other videos, you can send it to me on Twitter, but put it in the comments below. That'd be better. Also, give us a thumbs up. I'm not sure what that does for me, but everybody says that on the YouTube channel, so I'm going to say it too. So give me a thumbs up, and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, because not only do we have advice with Nana and Grandpa Jim, we also talk about Lions Club stuff in the theater, and I even have another little section where I go on rants and rambles, can't talk, rants and ramblings about just some political stuff, social stuff, fun stuff, parties we went to, and they go in there. And I've got them all in different little playlists. So if you hit the little playlist things, they'll all pop up there, I think. I'm still learning YouTube, but try that. And I hope I learned how to do this. This is the first time I've done the audio separate from the video. So hopefully I remember how to sync it back up. I used to do this type of stuff for a living, but then again, it was with older technology than what we have now. Some of it was actually even real film. Shows you how far back I go. But if you have any comments, any questions, sit the kids down, look at this thing, send us some comments, send us some questions. We'll try to answer them. Next time, maybe Nana will be here, and we can talk about some other fun stuff, and maybe even Mr. Rogers and Big Bird. Or maybe not. But until next time, it's Grandpa Jim. And don't forget, the only one that can stop you is you.